Well, it's been a very lively press conference, as you would expect. I'm glad to report that both fighters behaved themselves physically, at the very least anyway. I'm joined by David HAYE. David, what was it like to enter the Lion's Den tonight?
It was an experience. It was an experience. We had a lot of idiots in the crowd here, just yelping and yelling, all sorts of negative vibes at me. But I expected nothing different. I'm up here in Liverpool, in his hometown, so he's got a few fans here. So it seems like all of them are packed in here to really give me some abuse, and they dished it out. But it was good to see. It was also good to see what Tony Bellew believes. The first time I've actually talked to him up on stage, and he's convinced that my right shoulder is no more. That I can't throw a right hand straight anymore. I have to hook the right hand. And it's interesting because I didn't think that he'd believe that, but obviously him and his coach really believe that he's got that advantage, and I don't have the right hand I used to have. He doesn't believe I can land my right hand, so that makes things quite interesting. It's nice to know where his head's at, and that's what's given him a lot of his confidence. He said you can't throw the right hand, you can't throw it straight like you used to. The pins are holding it together, just like my last two opponents said, but they both got knocked out. So it's interesting to see where his head's at, but maybe that's where he's getting his confidence. He thinks he's fighting a one-armed man on Saturday night. So I was wondering where his confidence came from, because it can't come from my performances, it can't come from his performances, but him and his coach were both saying, "Oh yeah, we know you went over to Germany. We know there's something wrong." No, unfortunately he's miscalculated. He's put 2 and 2 together and come up with 10.
The two of you have had plenty to say about each other over the last few weeks, which is to be expected. Some have said maybe some of the things that you've said have maybe been distasteful or uncalled for. What do you think about that?
Yeah, very distasteful for the people who watch boxing and who believe boxing is a very, very safe sport, which is not. Boxing is a dangerous sport. People die, people get put in comas all the time. So to put a guy like me with a guy like him, I believe there's a serious chance of someone getting hurt. I didn't ask for this fight. If I would have picked this as a fight, people would have said I was a bully. People would have said that, why do you want to fight someone who you're naturally bigger than? But he's the one who's called this fight out. And I'm telling you, I punched so hard. 26 of my 28 victories have come by knockout, and they've all come against guys bigger and stronger than him. So what gives him the confidence? Obviously, we know now he thinks he's fighting a one-armed man. But, they say it's distasteful, maybe so, but it's just a harsh reality of the sport. It's a dangerous game. And he's put himself in probably the most dangerous situation any British fighter could put himself in. And that's in a ring with me, firing all cylinders.
Has he got under your skin?
Yeah, of course he's got under my skin. I wouldn't have taken the fight if he didn't get under my skin. The fact that he chased me round, the fact that he jumped out of the ring after the BJ Flores fight and tried to attack me, that's stuff people don't normally do to me. And it's definitely generated the interest and got the fight here. But I don't know what he's going to do to survive the first couple of rounds. I'm praying he does, so it's a good fight for the fans. But I don't know what he can do. I'll maybe tuck up really tight and hope I don't knock him out, or hope I get tired of beating him up. But all it takes is one of my shots around the side of his head, and it's good night.
And at the same time, do you want to try and send a statement to the rest of the heavyweight division?
Yeah, the heavyweight division will be looking at this with interest. Although Tony Bellew isn't a bona fide heavyweight, I am, and they want to see how I'd fare against the WBC cruiserweight champion of the world. I don't want to be struggling here. I don't want to be having a nip and tuck fight where it's quite evenish. I need to go out there and do a complete and utter destruction job on Tony Bellew. I want to make sure that that's it. It's over for him. That he's never fighting again. I don't want him to come back and then start defending his titles. He's disrespected me too much for that. And I need to finish his career in one fight, and I'll do it. I don't need many punches. I need 3 or 4 punches in a combination to finish him.
David, thank you very much indeed for joining us. David HAYE taking on Tony Bellew on Saturday night at the O2. Fireworks in the offing.